Alright. It is about time for the It's time for Draco Tale. Well, we'll of course start with the replay of the day. It'll be on. Draco Tale is now here. It's going to inevitably cause problems. While I do have some decks that can stand up to it, it's going to be rough for this first part, just because Draco Tale in general just gets so much card advantage. So we'll see how. Hey man, Matt, how you doing today? Okay. We'll see how Ryziel Onomat deals with it first and foremost. Alright. Wow, okay. We are going first. This hand is interesting. Scrapped Draco Tale branded Slifer a few days ago. Interesting. I wonder how is that going for you? So obviously Draco Tale branded is just no-brainer. But I've never really heard of a Slifer package in either of the decks. This hand is a hand of all time. Yep, it's a little bit of where did we even get the Harpy's Feather Storm? Is there a Winged Beast in here? You. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see how we do. We're going first. We have opened Ash Blossom, Star Ryziel, Gaka and Bara Knight, Harpy's Featherstorm, and Ryziel Plasma Pole. 42 card main, 15 card extra, versus 40 card main, 15 card extra. We are going first. Let's see what we can do. Draco branded, but you can sense Light Raw Fusion and a Revised Guide on Trap Trick to summon him, and the Monster Reborn is there. Yeah, that's interesting. Goes for the Flame Banshee. That gets the Ash Blossom of the Star Ryziel. Pretty much Draco branded with a Slifer package. That's fair. That adds the Go Goblinberg, but we cannot use it until next turn. Just set the Ryziel Plasma Hole and pass Magistus Spenta. The Ash Blossom that. Alright. That's 1 Slifer, 2 Revive Skydrod, 3 Trap Trick, 1 Reborn. Ooh, it is with a Magistus package as well. That goes for Dragon Tail Arthalion. So these card packages do funny play. Arthalion, Chain, Urgula. Popping the Star the Ryziel Plasma Hole. Adding the Crowley to hand. Crowley gets to summon itself. This gets to banish to equip one from the extra deck. Adding the Zoroa. Thing. It gets to add the Phimina, immediately fusion summon into the Secretarion Dragon. Draco Tail Horn, Urgula. Add the Phimina back to hand by shoveling it back into the deck. Normal summon the Zoroa. Equip the Iraru. Phimina, fusion summon into Zoroa Magistus. Arthalion triggers. Equip the Infernal Flame Banshee and just go 77 face for just barely under lethal. We have a lot of working out to do. Ooh, X Ryziel sending the Aggregator. Aggregator to negate the Zora Magistus, but a Veiler will hit the X Ryziel. Does still negate the Zoroa though. Goblinberg to get Onomatokage. We got Exiton Knight. Exiton, destroy all other cards on the field. That hits. Yeah, Valor on X is rough. Draco Tail Flame. Plus Draco Tail Horn. Adding the Crowley. I was adding the Crowley back to hand? Yep. All one. That gets the Dodo Warrior. Dodo sends the Go Gloves. Go Gloves to summon back. Overlay for the Castell Sky Blaster. No damage, unfortunately. Now they can Beamsmith OTK. Surely. Harvey's Featherstorm putting in some work, getting an Urgula, and fusion summoning into Mysterion, the Crown Dragon. Beating just enough to beat over the Castell for game. Should have put it in defense position. But GG, Draco Tail with a Magician's Engine managing to outmatch a not uninterrupted, an interrupted Automat board. Did they? Oh, I should have looked. Hold on. Did they even have? I didn't think they had the Beamsmith engine in there. I didn't see it at least. But theoretically, no. They can technically use Exiton Knight as like material for Requiem. It's not great, but it does do something. Let's get this. I'm gonna try to get a quick duel in. Matt? Everything okay? I'm gonna try with classic branded Dragon Maid. Before I eventually move on to Draco Tail Dragon Maid. We must put Arthelion in the maid outfit. Okay. This does something. So I want to use Cartesia as... I can... Okay. I'll normal summon Cartesia. Unfortunately, the Ghost Spell kinda... Thankfully, I have some interruption. EDD. If I Ash the 7 Kepler, what can they do? I'm assuming they have some method of extension. I just don't know what that is. There is the DD Griffin. I'm hoping for something to go to the graveyard. That way I can actually use the Magnamut. Gilgamesh. That goes to graveyard. Place 2, take 1,000. Hey, Chroma, how are you doing today? We're unbranded Dragon Maid for now. Doing okay-ish, yourself? I'm doing alright. Fortunately, our hand was not optimal for full combo. Ooh, fusion summon. Okay, that's fine. It's for Genghis? Yep. Yep, it is DDD. Do you know how to make Altergeist? Well... Bigly. Oh, and there's Deus Machinax. Okay. Obviously, I'm gonna go for the DD Griffin here. And assume... Well, Prestige does not ask you for help. Just wanted that information for no particular reason. I'll proceed to give you the correct ratios anyway. I'm gonna go... Really, what else are they gonna do? Really, from here I can go... I can stave off some... No. Not even that really works. I can only stave off that much damage. Hello, Nathan. Okay, they're gonna force it out, it seems. And 12 copies of Nightbeam. The ratios are 4 Millisec, 6 Conquieri. I realized I could have made the... I think I just go Sorinir. Sorinir to send a... I guess I could just go... Send a branded fusion. Drawing on. Okay, I guess. Follow. There's 3 Marinero, 3 Millisec, 3 Multifaker, 3 Pukieri, 2 Malwest, and everything else is 1. I think that's what's returned. Yeah, does that mean you're playing Stun, or something else entirely? I do. Oop, not that. I guess I'll just go for a Fallen of Albaz. If they have a monster negate, they have a monster negate. Ooh. go. Branded lost. Okay, now they do now. The field list while traveling may distribute them nor use them as materials for fusion. Ooh, that actually hurts a bit. It's like illusion, but not good. Heavy control board breaker. Alright, which one do you destroy? Wait, does that not work the way they wanted to? Because I was just fully able to do that. The Galaxy type from Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush gets added, Matt. Wait, I can... Hold on. So, if your opponent cannot target monsters on the field with spell trap effects, tribute them for a tribute summon, or use them as materials for a fusion, synchro, or exceed summon. Actually, how do I want to do this then? I can go... Hey, the Galaxy type for me. They do take 1,000 damage. What's the effect that gets put on every card? It's during the event phase of this turn. Summon another type monster from your deck for each game's type you control. I'm confused why this didn't. Oh no, that doesn't work the way they wanted to. They just... Okay, I see how it works. If you think that's broken, that it potentially might be. And yeah, realistically. Things like that do, or at least can, get out of hand fairly quickly. There's a reason why branded support has been like off meta for years at this point. Okay, so they need to map this out quite. Yeah, it is, but... Where else do they go from here? Gains 1,000 for 1,500. Now they need another DDD thing in there. There they go. That, or I need... Hey, fight me, Goku. I heard. Okay. Perhaps not turn into creatures in the case that destroys 3. So if I go... I actually think I need to go, like that. Crash. Then at the end of the battle phase, I can go this, descend, and then next turn I can use the branded fusion. Ooh, do I want to go... Okay, I'm gonna go for a... Obviously need Fallen of Albaz, and I'll need a... Dragon Maid. I'll go for Chamber. Plus hand traps. Discarding the Ecclesia, and go Wham. Bring back the Mirror Jade. Wait, why can't I... It needs to be specifically a level 8. Okay, I see. Then... Okay, well, obviously I need to go for... this, go for... Okay, hang on. I think I'm just locked into Albalinatus. I guess just go for Albaz plus Soranir. I didn't math this line out quite correctly. At the very least, I do get the Lubellion. That gets me Branded Beast. By effect. Artesia comes back. Those are the negates on board wives and burns opponents for 2,000 to 6,000 damage. Or at least anywhere between. So, I had to beat over the Deus Ex. We have lethal now because I was able to break their board. We don't really have... Yeah. I needed to crash into the Deus Ex for me to be able to quem into all the rest of it. Yeah. Oh. Opponent cannot target monsters on the field with spell trap effects. Wait. No, it's during the main phase. Gotcha. I can go Venatus, pop the Dark Contract. I had to map out that line pretty... I had to really map out that line. And I just went +3 in the end phase. Which is just branded. This on if this card is normal or special. Okay. Verdict of Anubis. Thing is, I haven't really read a lot of the Anubis cards yet. What target do I have again? It's just the yeah, it's just the Lubellian. I'm gonna need to find a way to okay, from here, I will use the Ghost Spell. And Statue of Anguish pattern, which I know. Does that Statue of Anguish pattern Yu-Gi-Oh! You get that in order to banish really anything. Oh, it burns. What are they banishing? They're banishing the Lubellian. Okay, sure. Then Verdict of Anubis, I assume. I mean, you know what I have, to be clear. Like, there's no unknowns in my hand, so that's probably the worst choice. Then Verdict of Anubis. Just the High Spirits? Sure. Field. If I just go that forces them to use monsters in the graveyard as well as the one in their hand. I probably should have waited. Wait, they were trying to summon. Oh no, that was their activation. Okay, I messed that up then. I might lose, actually. Yeah, I lose. Yep. Just enough to go for lethal. Dang it. That was a well fought battle, though. I think I chose the wrong time to do some things. I also probably should have ended up banishing the Quem of all things. Or to get it out of the way so that I didn't just completely get destroyed. Okay. Now that I've got a bit of a buffer with gems, I can go through yet. Base. One guaranteed you are. The Draco Tail and a accessory bundle. Is it worth it? Probably not really. But let's see what we can get. Two URs, that's not nothing. I don't expect to get as lucky as other people have been. Pilgrim, Archmage Masterwork, Fence of the Temple, Scorpion, Salt Wyvern. Aegis of the Divine, Defense of the Temple, Secret Sanctuary of the Spellcasters. This is... I think this is Archmage card. Wyvern, Ancient Chain, Paladin Fulgrim, Eye of Illusion. Stingray, one-shot wand, Abyss Stingray, Dracotail Horn, one-shot wand, Eye of Illusion, and Orthalion is a great pickup. There's a lot of SRs in Dracotail, so honestly, ideally, I would probably want more. I'd probably want more SRs than URs. It's like 300 to make. That's not the worst. And I think a lot of it's like Pymena, Arthalion. I think you can make do with two of them. Ideally, I think you would want three, but you can make do. Especially in a deck like Dragon Made, where the extra deck is just a little bit tighter. Oh, there's something. Then... Well, if I wasn't making... Well, if I wasn't making Dracotail already, I'm definitely doing it now. Flame, Brave, Awakening, Regula, and Secretarion Dragon is actually really nice. Your opponent can activate effects of special summon dragon or spellcaster monster you control. Or the dragon or spellcaster monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If you do, place the other. Okay, I see. Yeah, Secretarian's not a bad pickup in the slightest. This is... I didn't really get that many SRs looking at it. At least not as many good ones, so to speak. I guess what do I... Realistically, I would like, before I can even really play Dracotail as a package, I would want at least one or two Pfymena. Maybe a second, probably three, definitely three actually, of Pet 2. I would want the Gulamel, I would want the Lucius, the Finmel. I didn't really get any Dracotail cards. It was basically just the Arthalion, 3 Pfymena, 2 Malulu, 3 Ketu, 2 to 3 Arthalion. Yeah, you can make it work with smaller ratios, but it's not ideal. Okay. Yeah, I only got, other than the Arthalion and the Ketu, I only really got the NRs. Like, see, I would like... I'm gonna get the Rahu. How do I want to do this? Yeah, Lucius is a 3. Only got... Did I have a copy of Red Ransom? I don't know if I have a replay. Rexel is a 1. Okay, I didn't. Even if I did, I probably dismantled it already. I don't know. This is 1 Dracotail monster, 1 monster in the hand. Dracotail monster, 1 monster in the hand. Okay. 3 SR dust for me. The other fusion is also a 1. I guess I might as well get the Gulamel. Gotta play Arrival, Cybers, adding Nister in that slot. Probably. I guess this... Obviously, min-maxing it is... Like, ideally, you want 3 of each of the URs. A whole heap of the SR. I guess I can, like, make the 1 Pyra, or Pyre. And then maybe, like, make 1 Lucius. Like, I'm running out of supplies for this. Live without his Pyroxel for now, yeah. Ideally, I think a terrible build of branded Dracotail. Which makes sense, because it's expensive. Like, it's not the most expensive deck. That armor still goes to max, even with all its hits. I do not believe their build has Slifer in it, no. I would imagine not. I guess, you know, I can also see if you have a replay Chromawyn. Let's see, anything new? Nope, the most recent one is still the White Forest versus Snake Eye, Branded Lost and Dia Bellstar. There. I guess I honestly keep going like this until I can get... I mean, I might be able to get enough gems to do a 10 pull. I don't think that's very likely. But I might. Not with this hand. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, we're in trouble. Hold this on branded retribution because I'm too poor for a second fusion. Okay, Arthelion. So that also triggers the Pyral, right? Set 1 from deck. Set 1. Set 2. And Ghost Spell works best against the Arthelion, so that's fine. I have the Section Fusion for this build, and I don't even like branded. So, I believe it's Ketu plus Rahu. I guess I might. I guess I might as well Ash Blossom. They still have the Rahu. But at least I deny them the ad. 3 royal branded cards that I'm actively playing, so I can't dismantle them. I get it. I know you're not always the biggest fan of branded. And you're not also not the biggest fan of royals. Okay, that gets the Femina to set a horn. And the flame. So, there is exactly 1 card. Hold on. Shoot. Sure, just... Love, Granguinol, I'll be on the Sanctifier, and also a copy of Alba Lenatus as a royal. Well, this hand is not doing anything anyway, so I have no... I don't want to play them in Fusion Dogmatica. Okay. Let's see if I can get a hand without Oopsal Garnets. Rhyme-worthy sentence. Another 49 card deck. Okay. So, for the Lubellion, grab the Magnamut. For the Cartesia, to okay, I can go. Okay, I'll go. This is kind of awkward, but I'll go Albion into Lubellion using the Magnamut in hand. A White Forest list, which Matt hasn't seen, I think. For the most part, Matt has not seen them, surprisingly. Ooh. Actually, okay, I see the line. I'm gonna go... discard the Nudriol for the Mirror Shade. Learned Estella lets you do any combo if the deck starts with a spell. Basically, yes, theoretically. Obviously, it's not like fully perfect, but it is quite a... How do I want to do this? I think just go Branded Beast. Set Branded Beast, Tidying. Is White Forest Ryzeal real? I don't think that is real. That gets the Cartesia back to hand. And this is to get the... do I just want the Branded Fusion? I'll just get the Branded Fusion. Yes, mostly yes for Stellar. No real idea on White Forest Ryzeal. White Forest Fiendsmith is real, though. White Forest Ryzeal. Why do I get... There is no way. Okay, that's fine. I'm seeing White Forest as Amina. What is... Wait. There is no way. I said that for memes. No. This is... Did you show different tick lists? Oh my god, he does. Wait, is this zombies? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need to... Is this face-up monster? One monster on the field. Okay, so hold on. I'm actually gonna... I'll post this in chat for you to see, Matt. Because it can copy Woes of the White Forest. Now, granted, it is kind of anti-synergy, because Rise Heal does lock you into Xyz, whereas White Forest is a bit more synchro-focused. But it is like, hold on, how late is it? It's like 5 minutes into the video. Like, White Forest Ice Barrier is real. That one seems almost more anti-synergy because they are... Okay, I'm gonna need to banish that for sure. Yeah, that one seems almost more anti-synergy because that's untrue, but I can make it real. I don't think I would want it to be real is the other thing. Let's send the Elbow Lenatus, get rid of the Soma. Feels like a crime. Probably, yeah. Nidriel, send the Laundry. And the Link 1. Gets to level 4. Yep. The best Tier Limits card, in fact. Okay, from here. Ogdoadic, White Forest, potential, maybe. Who knows? Pyramid Turtle. Oh, this is actually zombies. Like, this is like Edison level zombies, but this is zombies. Look, it mills cards. And it is water. It's synergy. That, really not that many people played, if I'm being honest. This White Forest works too, Rhoda Reinhardt. Yeah. Okay. Is this during the damage step? During damage calculation. It's unfortunate that you didn't add the... Okay. This is once per battle. But unfortunately, I can't, like, will them out. Milling cards kind of works on them as well. I'm gonna build it because I'm already playing Shadow Tier. That's fair. I can just go for Quem for next turn. I just want to go. I'll go for the Chembra. Double Enos. For the second brand of fusion, just because. And then Quem in the end phase. During the standby, I get to go shuffle. I'm either playing Shadow Fusion and Duel to ascend Tier Cash and Hollow. Life certainly is real. I might as well. I go Shio in the standby in order to get the chamber. The One Piece is not yet. This actually kind of poses a problem. Like, I can actually deal with the storyline because the shoe does negate the activation, so it can work in damage step. I mean, I do still have ways around this. Like, any effect that gets activated, I can just go shoe for house. When the chamber returns to hand, I pop the throw line with the house. I think my second replay is Shadow Tier. It is painful. If you're willing, we can watch that in a second. You're okay with that, at least. Reborn. Ooh. Summon the Chembra. Am I okay with anything? I was more talking about, like, watching the replay. Okay, that kind of messes up the... Well, not really. Well... No, it absolutely does. I think that game was in dual triangle, so no 3 Rhino Heart, unfortunately. For Fascinator. Okay. I can only target the Aldolanatus. This means I can go here. And from here, I just have lethal regardless. Alright. Why do I own all the Dragon Maid cards? I don't know. How did you get all the Dragon Maid cards? 2, 3. Where does that put me? I just need 200. I do need the ritual Xyz or Synchro. I guess. Let's actually try a different deck real quick. I've been 50 X and got 6 million loose. That is how. Just decrafted all of them. What's a good one that can synchro? I guess just go for sharks. Nobody needs that many loose. No, they do not. What's up? Okay. Well... okay. At the very least, I've got some Tachyon. Okay, I've got full combo. Surely they did not open. You did not open Troll. I manifested it. Why do I say things? I need to switch to Twitch so I can save up channel points. Watch on whichever platform you like best. Yeah. I only have like 56k left. The 200k for something that like no one really needs. Alright, I'm back, and I have a fresh coat of paint. You will do it. No, I won't. No, you don't. Neither of you do. I forget. Does this put on the top? Then place one card from your hand on top of your deck. Okay, yeah, it does. Why is it so weird that my sidekick, according to Discord, is Rena? That's our vid you did at one time with Speak. No, it wasn't. Unfortunately, this is a really bad matchup. Forgot. Okay. So they go for the Mech Boom, Spectral Summon. Really have anything else? She sent me one image, and we spent apparently 50 hours in VC. Plus, to be watching her play League with Fox. And yeah, that sounds about. I just don't have anything, do I? Like, I can go. Yeah, I can go Hydrojet, but it doesn't do anything. I have to go, like, Abyss Shark for next turn. But even that is kind of just lackluster. Like, if I can land a... Like, presumably I just die from here. If they have any decent normal summon, and then they just win. This is not a BES deck. This is not a BES deck. I don't think this deck is bad. Okay, it's not winning a YCS or anything like that, especially in the modern day. But there is no way that a person. Wait, the boss monsters are fine. This is Goblin BES of all things. Okay, that gets... Yeah, that gets a normal summon. They win. I think even just another Boom Mach is enough to kill. I guess I had to play if I set the Virtue Stream earlier, but if they had anything, I would have died. I mean, I'm dead now either way, so it doesn't matter. How Radius Jets don't share name for all the cool things they do. They can't get proper support. Yeah, technically, yeah. I mean, they do have the Vic Viper stuff. Are they just trying to play around the face down? Thinking like it's a Monster Reborn or something? Or Monster Reborn. Mirror Force. Yeah, what? They added the Breakout. Okay, that's... That's funny. Oh never believe this, but my big turtles made a decent video about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Huh.
My big turtles. Wait, is that actually what is... Hold on. Oh, it's... Okay. MBT, gotcha. I mean... GG. Thing is, I've always heard Marinsis Blue Tang, or of course Mono Blue Tron. I've never really heard him be called My Big Turtles before. I mean, okay. If I'm being real, I don't think MBT is bad. Has certainly some takes of all. I need to see summon. Been called, yeah, in a Twitter freaks, so nothing off the. I mean, yeah, I know. I'm vaguely aware of that one, and I imagine part of that was censorship on your part by calling him Turtles. Although it doesn't really matter since you just said it out right there. I do think his Yu-Gi-Oh! Content is not bad in the slightest. He just has some really bad takes. I mean, obviously everyone makes fun of him for like the Sky Striker stuff. How to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It is actually pretty good. I've heard it's good. The Armored Xyz's back. And then without a normal summon, I can go... this into this. Committed crimes against the Ghost Trick community, I will never forgive him. I'm not gonna pretend like the Ghost Trick stuff was legitimately that offensive, so to speak. But like, I get it. I think the way he presented the 10-minute testing was a bit more like competitively viable focus as opposed to like actually deck focused. And obviously like the Master Chef stuff will haunt him till the end of his days. It was a good build for the deck, but it is more principle that it isn't actually a Ghost Trick deck. Exactly. He is absolutely wrong in calling that a Ghost Trick deck, other than the fact that it has Ghost Tricks in it. Like, at least be fairly honest in saying that it is a Ghost Trick engine. Like, I'm not going to... Never saw his Ghost Trick list. It has, like, 3. Hold on, let me just... MBT. It has, like, 3 Ghost Tricks entirely. Uh... Hold on. Can I... Okay. I guess Chroma already beat me to it. And I was correct. It has 3 names entirely. And the rest of it is just rank 3 spam. Rank 3, rank 4 stuff. Competitively speaking, it's not a bad list in the slightest. It's just not what Ghost Trick players want to see. No, it's not even the original, I think. It's like... Hold on. 10-minute testing.
Welcome, viewers at home and on Pfp Twitch. Alright.
Yeah, he's included Necro Valley as well as some Phantom Knights. I would added... He actually removed 2 Ghost Tricks from the original video. From the video. To, like, his next variation of the deck. In which case he had, like, exactly Angel, Alucard, and Mansion, and the Link 1. You removed the Phantom Knights one, I see. Make, like, Cherubini go into a Rusty Bardiche from the Ghost Tricks. Let's just go... Very sad ID. Wow. Wow. Very sad indeed. Oh, and that's perfectly lethal. I mean, we had lethal anyway, but... Unfortunately, yeah, yeah, exactly. There were 5 Ghost Trick cards in that list. And if we want to be technical, I'm not even sure if, like, the main combo can even... Like, if you got rid of the Ghost Trick cards, you could honestly just have the same deck with entirely different cards. And it would work just as fine. What's the thing that allows me to destroy? I guess let's go Luna Lights for this last one. Or for this next one, I should say. Because that should give me a 10 pull. Crimes were committed against my people. Now, I'm not gonna pretend like... Okay. This might be an awkward one. I don't know how this goes. Okay. I can make this work. Just don't have troll. Okay. Never mind then. Oh no! Oh yeah! No one knows how that Rusty Bardish got through testing, and it's very funny that it managed to. Next time I want to activate trap cards, I might as well just go for like trap triggers or something. Maybe something a little more suited for gold. Granted, you would also need to tell a lot of players in gold to bring decks that are suited for gold. It was so good, the day it got unbanned, it instantly caused a deck to top. Yeah. No response from the game server, we go back in. No. I actually do slightly wonder, what was the last list that topped with Rusty Bardish? Okay, this is not a bad hand going second, but it's not a great one. Oh, Phantom Knight Goblins. That makes sense. That gets Burner, and that gets Stream. I can go Max C here. Unfortunately, this still doesn't win me the game necessarily. Okay. I absolutely need to hit them with an Ash Blossom here. Because with this deck, even just this doesn't necessarily play through. Into Break Sword as a rank 3, it makes Bardish and does a lot of stupid crack stuff. Seals? Okay, that's fine. Okay, I can go Lisha. It made it the keyword, I guess. That troll? Is that troll? Obviously, they don't want to bounce the field spell. They ideally would want to bounce the Sarah. Troll and Drock. And obviously, I know they have the seals. Go Bloom, plus Butterfly. Banish the Butterfly. Temper Spore to spread the evil heat. Okay. I need to force out the Heretic Seal. You're a Plant Spore, you can't be angry with me. Okay, I'm not angry. It's a thing. Get rid of the Prisha. Summon a dragon monster from deck. Magnumut. Magnumut gets to add. You're disappointed? No, not necessarily. The Pizza Hut. They got so many URs for branded Draco Tail list. Right, that gets to the Sarah. I can banish the Maxi. That's a neat little trick. And I can go Holotea. Discard the second Holotea. Disheal to Ubel loss Albinatus branded fusion. Yes. Do I even have a whole trap? I technically... I do. That way I can Dionea for the Holotea. That gets Gravedigger. The more I play you get, the closer I'm joining all of branded. Of course, there's a Fuelos that gets the Magnumut. Don't get the Sorinir, that's fine. Rid of the seals. I'll get the Holotea here. I own at least one, except for Rinbrum, who I have 0 of. I will not go for the Rafflesia here. Alright, that forces that out. Sarah gets you. That eats the Gravedigger. And honestly, I feel kind of bad because this was genuinely a cool deck, and I'm not sure if I could have won if it wasn't for I'm not sure if I really could have won if not for Maxi. I mean, they do still have, I've even on myself a copy of Desmin Queritus and Dramaturge. Okay, depending on what their last card in hand is. Not just in case Lilith isn't peak anymore. Okay, I win. Ooh. Okay, that does force things out. Yeah, I have to get, with the hunting dance, I have to go for the title and the lady here. That way they're forced to make house. Lesbian Mulu Lawalith. And then I get Rafflesia. That gets the Floodgates. Book that. Unmaker is me. I don't really have anything that beats over. It is 25? 25? No, 2,000. I technically don't have lethal. Yeah, I need the Murmilo. Actually kind of unfortunate, because I actually really do like this deck. It just loses hard to Maxi. They were able to play through almost all of my disruption. If I didn't end on the Rafflesia, I would have had to like figure out how to out the house. Up they do get I technically don't even have lethal here. Okay. So, from here, I need to find a way that 17, they're probably going to go for, they don't have anything engraved. Hang on. I can go Mantis, and even if they have some way of outing this board, I do have a way of beating over it. Okay. Yeah, the Stink Deck is engraved. Wait, no, the lady. Oh, lady's gonna be difficult to out. I don't have anything that outs this. Oh, the Trap Hole Nightmare is gonna be a problem. Ooh, okay. Okay. The welcome actually kind of worked against them slightly. Ever so slightly, it worked against them. Stops that. Okay. Is that just to get the house lady again? Okay. So I can go this into that. I'll be sure on the strange timer. That gets that. That gets that. Dang it, okay. Shoot. I don't have a way to out this. Okay. Can I can still make the SP? Okay. Need to get rid of the hospitality. I actually should not have done that, but that's fine. Man, this is such a cool deck. Let me break through this now. Yeah, hospitality. Let's get you. That way they cannot welcome it back. I have a replay to add from yesterday, I think. Okay. No problem. Let's grab phone from upstairs. Do they have a second, like, a really big monster? Because I can bottomless the House Dragon Maiden in a second. They do now. Absolutely do now. No, I need to wait for the house. Or the shoe, more accurately. That was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake, actually. Yeah. Oh, they would have had the ruler of the Dragon Lords anyway. Okay, what do they pop? I'm assuming they're gonna pop the bloom. No, they're forcing out the SP. They have a whole heap of gas. It's actually going to be really hard to out some of this. But here's a start. Here's a start. That negates, but doesn't destroyed by battle. There's the hunting dance. Okay. Okay. I want to say crisis averted. Because they get over Mantis Monk. They can't bring back the House Dragon Maid. They need to bring back the Ladies Dragon Maid. That's destruction with Monk. That is... Okay. Do they not have... They don't have a lady. That's right. They don't have the lady. I'm one of these an art mage collection now of all things. Which is quite funny. That brings back the Steel Lubellion. Okay. affected by trap effects, so don't need to worry. Pack Vandalism, Finmail, and Dictorus. Okay, that poses a problem, but it's not unbeatable. Which one do they send actually? One. Attach to send. That's to add a dragon monster from deck to hand. Okay. Next back, Power Patron, Ketu, and Rahu. Just collecting Archmage cards, it seems. How many voodoo shit do I have in the grave? I'm through a lot of stuff. Okay. Get you and you. Go you. Okay, I can still do this. Okay, I kind of just have to bite the bullet. Okay, you into you. Okay, I should have seen this coming. You into you. Doesn't work in the damage step, though I wanted to. Okay. Around Assault, Theorize, Clear Finmail, Power Patron, Medius, and Ictorus. Can I just make Archmage at this rate? You can. Absolutely can. That just depends on how... target Dragon Made cards. Card effects. That is fine. The one that hasn't really used their effect is Blaster. Okay, okay, summoning 5-headed dragon normally is insane. Okay, I'm gonna need to get over that though. And it's funny, because I feel like I own 2 of the field spell and a copy of Patron of Creation, so... Okay, hang on. 80% of the way to Archmage and Dracotail. Oh, I see. Okay. We're gonna go... Are they... They're gonna beat over the SP Little Knight, right? They need to. Yep. Yeah, you can theoretically run the Invoked Engine. Honestly, I think you have lethal if you... no, you have lethal either way. Oh, we both... Oh, okay. I won via the time limit. Okay. I think I was dead to rights right there. If they made Armageddon, I would have lost on the spot. Oof.
We were both running against the... We were both running against the timer there. There is Chroma's Duel. And... Is this the one that's against... Okay. I think we might have already seen this one. But it's got You Take Too Long being the person we play against. Okay. So, we're going first. We have opened Belzet, Ash Blossom, Diabel Star Vengeance, and Curse of Diabel. 40 card main, 15 card extra versus 40 card main, 15 card 8 card extra. Okay. We're going first. Let's see what we can do. Not a great hand, by any means, but we can work with this. Black Witch, discard Vengeance to summon itself, set one from deck. That eats a Maxi, which eats a Ash Blossom. We'll flush this game. Oh, nice. That gets Deception. Summoning the LZ. Deception, tributing off. Oh, as it happened, nice. Followed as Amina, tributing off the Deception for the Mu Risilago. Dialago gets to add the Wanted. Wanted to add the Vengeance back to hand. Banishing the Wanted, or to recycle the Deception for an Ash Blossom. Not the best choice, but it works. Mo Regina then gets to summon. Special summoning back the LZ, set one pass. Only during your mana phase? Okay. Cyber Emergency, discarding the Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring that actually did kind of come up. Believe it or not. That gets the Power Bond. Chimeratech Rampage Dragon. Not a lot to do with that hand. Sending a Herds. Herds to add the Cyber Dragon from deck to hand. Battle phase. I think they kind of... Hold on. Did they only send the Herds? They only sent the Herds. I think they actually screwed up the line. I'm not sure if that would have necessarily meant lethal, but it would have at least done something, right? They would have been able to clear the board a bit more effectively. They get to beat into the Mo Regina, sure, as well as the Mujrisilago. They take 21 and basically get lower than you are. That still are. Out as Amina, shuffling back the Mujrisilago. Deception. Doesn't meant lethal, but it would keep me off of monsters, yeah. Out as Amina, sending Mujrisilago. Mujrisilago gets to add the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, the Abelstar Vengeance, banishing 2, or to summon itself, paying half your life points, destroying a monster, immediately synchro summoning into Chaos Angel. Still not quite game. That gets Slumber Morrigan. We get Rutilago into Chaos Angel. And Sinful Spoils of the White Forest for Saint Azamina. Special summons the Ilya Silva. In battle, 1900 for game. Recently attributed Stellar over Elzat Azamina. And you know what? It worked out. Like, granted, you didn't use a normal summon yet, so you could have gone for the Estelar. But it actually, I think, arguably played out of sight of Nibiru a bit better. Like, if they had Nibiru, then you might have actually been just a tiny bit more screwed. I think you just barely, but it worked out in the same in the end. Yeah. It's a misplay that ultimately is just like more optimization wise rather than any actual gameplay deterrent. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna pull all of these because there's gonna be nothing worth it. Yeah, the most useful thing is like Nimble Beaver and the Dream Mirror guy, and that's it. I'm gonna add Madame Vera to my deck just for the funny plays. Literally just can't get anything else. Do I want to try for the Archmage stuff or the Draco Tail stuff now? When is the Duelist Cup? Not here anywhere close. Pretty sure there's. Duelist Cup is on. Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay. So you know what? I'll get a ton of gems during the Duelist Cup. I might as well at least try for some extra Draco Tails card. That's promising. And Schmitta Vorbera have a ton of advantage. Pattern for sheep. Pull your Archmage's Spore. I sure will. I sure will pull the Archmage cards instead of the Draco Tail cards. If that actually jinxes me, that'll be... Okay, a second Arthalion is nice. And... Okay. Funny. Oh no, I don't think Archmage is bad in the slightest. Like... Man. Not what I wanted, but man. It isn't great, but honestly, it's like rogue tier. Man with the Market is actually good in like Argostars. And its own deck. Yeah, I know you like Argostars as the best deck. Surely you are trustworthy. Another UR is... Oh, Famina is great. Okay, come on. Looks like no SRs. Okay. But when I'm not playing Tearlands or Voiceless Voice, it is an Xyz deck of all time. Oh, Fusion Gate. That's, that is a pickup of all time. Temple of the Kings. That's fine, I guess. Taker, Aptar, Dangerous Divine, Glimmer, Draco Stealth, Sting, Kept Shield, Rebirth, and... Oh, I did actually get an Archmage Starflare. Then you can set an Archmage spell from the deck, trigger one spot jump. I guess I get to eat the Archmage. I only got 3 SRs from that. Yeah, the second Archmage, I guess. Did I actually even get? I think the only Archmage cards I've gotten so far are like the spell. That's it. Okay, well, let's see. I mean, I'm sure it's fun. That has quite a few SRs. Yeah, unless I pull a bunch of it, I'm probably not gonna play that unless I pull like a Royal or something. Yeah, that's also a UR. I mean, yes, Draco Tail is also expensive. But the Royal Rare is a Royal Rare. Actually, how many do I have? The only one I'm missing is Malulu. I can control myself. Just, you know, when it comes to other things. Okay. Let's see, where do... This is alive. Let's see. Let's see how they're doing in the Time Stranger. $45 card Mard Mage is peak. Okay. Let us... Let's head on over to Massin Lucia. Let's see. I think... Tomorrow... Not sure if I'll do anything specifically. I might save that for Tuesday. I'll figure it out. Because, let's see, I do have like the second Lone Fungus game to play. I have to catch up on Stories 2 before I dive into Stories 3. Like, there is quite a bit in my backlog that I need to get through. But we'll see what we can do tomorrow. Thank you. I can play Osterling. And that means the deck is good. Trust. Thank you, everyone who decided to stop by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.